Good afternoon and welcome to the craft store. My name's Dawn Wheeler and I'll be taking you through this next hour. If you don't know who I am, I'm part of the team that's merged with the fantastic craft store now. I'm part of Create and Craft and we've joined as one big family now to really come together and bring you the best of the best with craft. And obviously this hour is very special, changed to schedule as always because obviously we've had a few sellouts, but it's a second chance. I did this show yesterday with the amazing, fabulous Paula, and obviously to get this extra hour in, I'm very excited because the concept, we were saying this morning, weren't we, Paula? Hi, Paula.
Hello, Dawn. It's lovely to be here again with Miss B and Dawn. Yes, I'm very pleased with the Miss B Boundless Journal because it's something that I have been kind of in my back of my mind for a long time. And last April, we launched the pages, and then it's just brilliant because I have been able to work with Craft Sue and John Lockwood and try to kind of bring other elements like the butterflies, which I just love a large butterfly.
They are very, very clever. And like we were saying earlier, me and Paula this morning were sat discussing obviously the show yesterday and saying how incredible the design and the concept is. It's the first concept design I've ever seen that doesn't require glue. But obviously the beauty of the butterflies, for me, this is a symbol of craft. If anything, a lot of people, you know, it's the sympathy of new beginnings and things like that. But having the beauty of this one with the two different wings on there as well, and the designer little mini albums that we've got for you as well is absolutely incredible. Now, if you are wanting to get the fantastic Miss P, the super large butterfly die, then we have this for you. Now, this is the journal die set. You're getting 6 dies with this, and honestly, 26 by 11 centimetres. It's the biggest butterfly I've ever seen. And Paula is going to be showing us this in a second or two. Now, like I say, yeah, Paula's got little teeny tiny hands because she's a little teeny tiny person.
Well, 8 inches from side to side. It's not that tiny, let me tell you.
Honestly, you'd rather be teeny tiny than big. I'm just saying. You know, we all come in sizes. Paula's got the little diddy size, so I'm very proud of her. But honestly, this butterfly is incredible. If you want it for home decor, for your canvases, for, you know, journaling books, things like that, these are very, very beautiful. Mix and match it, but style it up. So, Paula, would you be kind enough to show us this?
Yes. By the way, can I congratulate to our director, Chris? I love so much your camera work because you show the samples so well. So, thank you for doing that job. Because this is one of the things that when I wanted to create this butterfly, I wanted a butterfly that not only created the Boundless Journal, but also created pieces of art. So, thank you, Chris, for showcasing them. Now, the size of the butterfly, so it's 26 centimeters across, or better in inches, it's about 10, sorry, let me put it like this so you can see it centered there, which is a little bit better. So you have got from side to side is 10 inches and from top to bottom is 5 inches, which means that it's a really lovely size to make for card making. I think I have got a card here. So this is a 5x7 card, so it will cut beautifully in here. But also it means that the largest butterfly size it's in the Natural History Museum is 27.9 centimeters. And that means that this is not quite the largest butterfly in the world, but it is the largest die.
In card making, it really, really is. I've never seen one. Now, I have to say to you, we've only been going just a few minutes and 10% of the stock, today's stock has already gone. So bear that in mind. We've had a very, very busy morning. And I know once you start seeing this demoed by the fantastic Paula, you will see how different this is. Now, very, very beautiful. But have you got a big love of butterflies as well?
I do. Butterflies for me are, like you were saying, the symbolism of new beginnings, the symbolism of the metamorphosis. They're kind of from the ugly, you know, caterpillar, so the beautiful butterfly. So you can caterpillar. Yeah, the caterpillar. Well, no, you know what I mean.
They're not beautiful little things, are they?
I mean, but you can then you have got the spine. This is very important for the Boundless Journal, but in this particular die set, I want it separately because then that way you could have the beautiful butterfly. Then we have got those larger dies that cut that intricate detail. Now, this is important, and I just mentioned it because if you are thinking about it, you're thinking, but I don't want to have flowers or, you know, I don't want to have flowers and flowers. What you can do is die cut that side first. So you die cut, then you turn it over the die cutting machine, and then you die cut from the back.
Genius.
So that's what it kind of gives you. you can see in here that butterfly with the natural.
2 designs in one, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. Now, that is one of the reasons you can use it, and then you can overlay it with a beautiful element. The antennae are separate. It's just so if you want to add them, they are there. So that's the journal, the butterfly pages journal. But as I had mentioned, because that die is, you choose whether you put it or not, it's not just for journals.
No. And there is so many different things that you can do with this. Look at these little journal books and things like that. It's absolutely incredible being able to utilise it. You can imagine that as a table centrepiece at a party or something like that. That would be incredible. Now, if you are wanting to get nice large die, this butterfly, the butterfly pages, 226 for this one, 293, 28.99. So you've got that fantastic super large size. But before you do, there's going to be extra bits, and you're going to want the Hinge die sets. You're going to want the locking system. These are all coming ahead, so honestly, please do make sure that you have a look for these on the website as well. The next one that we've got coming up for you, now this is the butterfly hinge, and like I say, this is one of the cleverest bit of paper engineering I have ever seen for such a long time. Now with this one, you can see you've got the 2 designs on your hinge, so you've got the larger joined butterflies at the top, and you've got the florals. If you're wanting the coordinating products with those, we have got the actual florals on the show too, so bear that in mind. There's lots of things that work together. You've got the smaller butterflies in there, and then you've got the locking system. But the amazing Paola is going to show us how this works and how to put this together, because until you see it and you understand it, then your mind will be blown. Believe you me, they are so unique and different.
Well, thank you. I mean, what we have done so far, so far with the butterfly, is we have got the solid butterfly with that aperture in here, which is the spine. Then we have like had the beautiful intricate floral side with the back and the front, and has created. And you're thinking, yeah, but how does it work? Well, what you need to have is a hinge in there, and the hinge is what this die is all about. So you can see I have die cut it from the hinge. It cuts and scores it. So once that is scored, you fold it like this. Now you can do it, and you can see there. Perfect, thank you. That's a perfect shot. And then you have got those folds in there as well, so you can do that. Kind of see, that's optional. And then, so we place our pages. Now, this time I want to just put the butterflies in there, thread it through, and then you have got a locking key as well included in this bundle, which is that locking butterflies there, you can see. And that is like, just slides in. And this is why you want to have both die sets. So then you can see the little butterfly popping out there, but you have got those elements. Now, if we are not happy with how this looks, what we can do is take it apart, because there is no glue, and see, for instance, I have got some of the original pages, which, by the way, we do have on the show. So I die cut them out of paper. Again, they have got the same aperture. Both thread it through them, and then kind of thread them through.
But look how universal it is.
It is. And then again, you can make. Now, I have to mention our lovely Molly, who's producing, when she was leaving, I mean, she's back. Anyway, so I did make a card of, and it was all about everybody could sign it. And I put the beautiful large butterfly in the center. And it was just to do something, because I started and I'm thinking, I know lots of people will want to sign it, so therefore I can add more pages as I needed them.
That's it. And there's nothing worse if you've got, you know, the journal books, and you put in layers and layers and layers of glue. In the end, it doesn't bend, it doesn't mould, it doesn't shape or anything like that. 10% of this mechanism to go with your different journals has gone as well, so bear this in mind. 904-551 999 for those as well. Next up for you as well, this is the standard spine hinge. So again, this is more if you're wanting more of the square shapes, but do remember as well, these can all be layered on top of each other. You can add different elements to it, and then you've got like the little paperclip detail in there too, but so clever when using this one. I have to say though, Paola, people must have said this to you lots of times. You need to do a heart collection in this.
Oh,
because the lock and the key.
Oh,
and I've just thought, hearts.
Hearts, I should do one in the hearts.
You should do one in hearts.
Absolutely, hearts. Well, there is lots coming up, and so you know.
She's like that Wheeler, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. So then, well, this one when we are looking at is the standard spine and hinge set. Now that is this one that you can see. No, don't look at this one. This is the one that you are getting. So what happens is this was very important very early on that I thought that it would be great to have a die set that, for instance, we have got pieces like this, and we needed to have, you know, we don't want a random face. You don't want a butterfly. We want to actually make them out of plain card that we have. So this die will cut that aperture that is exactly the same aperture as the butterfly one. It's absolutely the same size, so you can see there. So then it's for mixing and matching. That is the same size as well as the traditional or the standard pages as well. So you can see it's exactly the same height, exactly the same width. And then the hinge in this case is slightly different. This one is quite big inside, and this is the reason is because I wanted to make something that, for instance, you die cut, and this is by one of the design teams, that she has done it into a card, put all these pages inside it, and then inside have either gift card or a tag. That's how it locks the whole mechanism. So the tag is not included in this die set, but it is in the next one. So the hinge in here, let me show you here, is this one.
So is that to give you more, you know, accessibility and put more pages in with it being bigger?
You can put more pages, but also what you can do is put maybe a gift card as well. So there is one. Where was the this one that we did yesterday? You can see it here. So for instance, here I put the tag. And then you can see that I can put, I mean, this is a hotel key. I mean, if you want to put a hotel key as well, you know.
A luxury spa weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
We could do with one of those, Paola.
At a spa, you know.
But it could be an RSVP tag for somebody to post back or something like that.
A business card.
Yeah. Can you imagine those as business cards?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So you can see in here that you can add them as well. So these ones are elements to put inside it. And then there is another card that I want to show you by one of our design team, which is Art Angel, that she's used the hinge in here. So, you know, you can see in here the to create a pop-up.
That's so clever. So it's a multi-purpose product, really.
Absolutely.
If you are using something like that, that really shows you how the engineering that Paola's put into this range to give it that detail, to give it that flexibility and make it something different each and every time. Now, if you are wanting this one, like I say, this is the large hinge, 287,986 for that one, 19.99, 10 dies in that one as well. Now, if you are wanting the locking tag, then this is the one for you. And if you wanted that beautiful tag that Paola slipped in, then this is that little set that you will need to go with this. And again, this is so well engineered, the detail, the design that Paola's gone to really put this together. This is something that you're going to have in your crafty makes for many, many years to come. And as Paola said, she's adding to the collection, she's doing different things. So this will just be another stepping stone. But start with the foundation, get these products on there. This one's $14.99, 11 dies in this collection if you are wanting this one.
Well, this one, so it has got, this one has got not only the tag die, so you can see it in here, so that will die cut the tag, but also it has got this die. This is the die that is one side that will cut those two semicircles, so you can put, this is a hotel room, but it's a key, but this is because it's like when we went to Seville. So this is memories. This is to keep all those memories in there. But then when we look, let me show you the boards, because with this one it's better to do it, show it with the boards in here. Then we have this die in here that will cut the same size card. So again, if you are making business cards, you can die cut them with this and then put them like this and then put them in the parcel or in the box in there. The other thing that you can do, of course, the tag itself will kind of go in here.
I'm thinking table settings for weddings, tie it onto the back of chairs and things like that.
Yeah, indeed. And that doesn't mean that you only have to use it onto the tag. You can die cut it out of a little piece of, you know, the pages of your mini albums. You're not using glue. But then you have also these two separate dies. These two separate dies, basically, it was because I said, oh, this is very good, and I love for gift cards and memories, but what about about other things that you don't necessarily want to glue, but you want to attach that is different sizes.
Yeah.
So by having two, you can then put them at whatever height you need. You know, and I will put them, you see the semicircles? So you place them. I mean, if I can, I will do a demo on this, and then you kind of slide it in and then put it back in. So
even if you've got a photograph, you could use it to hold a photo in or something like that?
You could do that as a photo corner as well. So you could put them into the corners, and if you mat and layer, even better so, but you can see in here, mat and to a corner. So many different possibilities. And then there is one more die that I want to show.
Wow, approaching a quarter of the stock has now gone since we've been on air with this one as well. So bear in mind, it is very, very busy out there. Thank you to you all this afternoon for being part of us as well. And you can see that if you do want this, and I must admit, after seeing the show, you know, being part of the show yesterday, I was blown away by the design and no glue. So if you are actually working with children as well, so if you're wanting them to get involved, make mini albums for nanas and things like that, this is going to be incredible for those. But also, if you are wanting to sit, you don't always have to be at your craft desk. With this, once the bits have cut out, you can assemble it without any glue, which is absolutely genius. Now we've got the Boundless Journal for you as well. So we've got the panels in this one, and these are so quirky, so different, but yet so stylish when you've got those. And you can see from the finished ones, just while Paola's just getting ready, I'll just show you a few of these just so you can see, cut out of acetate and things like that. Adding in, that is just a wow factor card right there. It could be a little journal and things like that. Then you can start bringing in things like this. Look how many pages have been added to this. The tags and everything we've been showing you before. The locking system is on here too. You can see that in the centre. So it shows how everything works so well together. And if you can stretch, do get all the extra pieces. We showed you this one yesterday. It even shows that they'll cut out of fabrics and felts. So you can make different little mediums, different styles with those as well. So very, very beautiful. Could just be a travel one. You could have your travel tickets in here and things like that to give you that different style and that different stance when you are working with those too. So again, beautiful in that collection. But our fabulous Paola is going to show us now how these all come together just with this one. So we'll have a look at this one.
Right, so this one is the Boundless Journal. Sorry, I kind of was looking for something else. But no, it's kind of completely forgotten about it. But I just kind of, you know, I get sometimes into a kind of a zone. And now, the Boundless Journals was the original one. And this one, you have got the hinge, the spine, and the locking case. You have got two of them to choose from. And how they work is exactly the same principle. So let me unbound this one that is by Sam Kim. And you can see that when I undo them, you have got these pages, which, by the way, they have been designed. And it took me a while to design them. So you can see that they are the same die, but by folding it differently, you have got two different size shapes.
Well, you could just flip it, can't you, and just add in what you want.
And then place them like this, and then you have got the perfect aperture. Now, this is not like the butterfly. The butterfly has got a spine that you can remove. This one, it's stable, so what it means is fixed. So therefore, it's always in the same place, because I wanted a die that you can put it through the die cutting machine and give you that spine. You don't have to tape it or anything like this. And oh, here it is, the die. And you can see how it will work. This beautiful sample, I think it's either Sheila or Sam Kane them again, but look at this. There it is. You can see it there, all those different pages there. And it's just kind of the way also that they work. I wanted something a little bit random, something a little bit different, something that kind of went like, actually, you can you know, use them for different papers, graphic 45, and so much more.
This is it. And I have to be honest with you, this looks very, very complicated. You know, if you're a new crafter, you're looking at this, how does this work? But once you see the dies that Paola has designed and how easy it is to put together, you can blow somebody's mind with this, because it is so, so different, so, so beautiful as well. And again, it's just adding that difference to your crafty needs. You can make card blanks with those, but as you can see, using them as the mini journals, layering up the butterflies, this just enhances and just makes your kits go even further. If you're wanting this one, it's 12 dies for the journal die set, $19.99, $195,638 on that one too. Now, as I was saying to you before, we've got embellishments that coordinate with all the details. details. And as Paula was showing us the large butterfly, that's got florals on, and one of the hinges has got butterflies and florals on. These are your designs. So the first one you're going to get are these fantastic flowers that you can mix and match. Do you know what? I would use them on an everyday card. They're so beautiful. You've got layerability with them. Easy to colour if you're wanting to use your pattern papers and things like that, or your alcohol pens, you can do that. And then you've got your foliage as well. 24 dies in total that you can accentuate. You can add in little bits, tuck them in just to give that little bit of detail. $16.98 for this one. Shall I show you a few finished samples just so you can see? Look at these, how they've been layered together. Very, very stylish and very fabulous. And then just adding them in with the little journal books. Look how magical these are. You imagine invitations, birthday books and things like that, but look at these with the canvas background. A little bit of watercolour cardstock, layering them together to make it more of a card blank shape. You've got those, but again, using the flowers and the foliage from this collection to make this. And then you've got this beautiful, look at that, I think John Lockwood made that, using it as a background even, the actual journal, and then switching it round and using it as a topper shape too. So incredible to use that. So really, really lovely. I've got one more to show you in case you are trying to make up your mind. This is your time. Now this is the small hinge, okay? So if you're wanting to make your smaller little journal books, then you've got this one on there too. And again, it will just add in all that detail for you, locking everything in, adding the little bits in there to mix and match those in, because you have got that little hinge in the centre of that book again to hold your pages. You've got lots of different ways of making this work. You know, you might be cutting bits out, but you can see again, all held in with that fantastic, you know, with a paper mechanism that locks into the centre. So, so different. And like I say, it's nothing that I've ever seen before. And I know a lot of you out there won't have. But this shows the talent and the magic of what Paula does with paper sculpting and engineering to really bring you something different. Now, what I want you to do is have a look on the little website out there, so you can have a look for everything that we've got, peruse all through there, and then pick and choose, cherry pick what you want. Obviously, with this, I would go that. I'd get your hinges and things like that, the mini book for sure, and the embellishments too, because then you've got everything to have your outside shape with the large butterfly right through to the embellishments as well. So you have got all that detail to be able to use those on there. But remember, all these you can, once you've cut out, you can spritz onto them, you can ink them, you can do whatever you like. So all those on the left of the screen you can add in as well. So you've got all those extra bits that you can add in, but very, very easy to be able to use. Now, Paula, what is the angel policy with these?
Well, because I design every single element of that, and you know, I spend many hours, but I'm always a firm believer in sharing, and of course you have got full angel policy. So if you want to make and sell, by all means. The only thing that you cannot sell is the actual piece of pre-die cut elements. But if you want to do workshops and you have to pre-die cut, of course you can do that. You can teach or you can do whatever you want, but instead not just sell the out, you know what I mean.
Don't put them into bags. Don't cut them out, bag them up and then sell them, say like £5
Absolutely.
for
But other than
that,
you can die cut and some make you know, you can make beautiful cards or albums, whatever, and if you want to do them for charity or for profit, all for you. So that's happy.
Oh, yeah. that is so kind of you to do that as well. But first of all, what we are going to look at is the large butterfly, and we're now going to demonstrate this and show you what the types of things you can use with it and what sort of mediums can we use to cut with this.
Well, this is a good question because the larger butterfly, so you can see it's the blade is right, well, almost at the edge of the die, so it means that it will like cut, I would say 300 GSM. It will cut foam, felts, and all the sorts of materials. I wouldn't go chipboard, but I will go quite thick, 350 GSM. However, the most intricate dies, this one is the one that you want to go a little bit, you know, not, you know, I would say 250, it's fine. This card is Dolly Dimple's black card, so it's about 250. I have die cut 270 as well, and 300, but depends on your die cutting machine. Now, as you can see, I'm using an A4 plate, right? And that is what you need, because if I had an A5, let me show you, because very kindly John has left, you can see that wouldn't fade. But you could fade the intricate die. So if you wanted, you could do the intricate on an A5, but however, the larger one, you do need the larger die cutting machine. Then I'm going to put it through the Go Power and Emboss. If you have got the platinum, if you have got the Big Shot Plus, if you have got the Switch, if you have got the Tangerine, all of these machines, I mean, I haven't heard of any die cutting machine that it won't work with.
No, but obviously, I'm just imagining this now, because you can cut it out of felts, like Paola just said. Yeah. You know, if you've got a little girl's denim jacket and you did it in pink or white, and then you did a little bit of, you know, stitching, or if you put it onto the Wonder Web on the back before you cut it, and then you put it on a denim jacket, or even plain curtains, and then cut out the butterflies and iron and stuck them on to curtains, you could really make this a beautiful home decor piece as well.
Well, this is the thing. I wanted pieces, dies that they were, I'm going to put it like this so you can see it perfectly how it has die cut. Now, I am choosing not to die cut into the, do the aperture for the element in here for the Boundless Journal, because what I want to use it is as a stencil. Okay. So I'm going to do a card, kind of hopefully will take a little bit, you know, kind of, it will take a little bit, but it's just to show you how it works throughout. Remember, I turn it over the butterfly so I can die cut the same die over the other side.
But with that solid shape, though, you could make easel cards with it and shaped base cards.
Absolutely, you can. Yeah. You can do that as well. I mean, I have a stake more or less to kind of basic elements, but you can by all means. I mean, that is a very good idea to have the easel card so that you have got those possibilities. Can you imagine a 10 by 7? You know, beautiful. I love that idea. Now, I haven't run it twice, so it might need a little bit of more work, but I think it has to go. I've got to run it twice just because it's right in the middle. But this is the thing, isn't it, that if you wanted to make sure, oh, actually, I need to die cut something else. So I'm going to put it right this moment. So I'm going to take the gorgeous, what do you call this? What's the Geo Florals?
Yes.
So I'm gonna grab my scissors.
Run that through as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that through.
They are gorgeous, though, the flower embellishments. If you are wanting to get the embellishments with the flowers and the foliage with the little leaves in those, we've got those as well. All items are on the screen if you want to get those. That one is 405020. So again, you've got lots there to be able. 24 dies in total, £16.98 for those two, but incredible detail all the way. And you'll see the layerability and the way Paola puts them all together, but just adding in the different ones in there as well. We're going to show you a few extra little bits as well that have been really, really popular. Standard spine, half the stock of this has already gone. So just bear this in mind, how busy we are this hour. So with that one, the butterfly hinge as well, we've got this one. Half the stock of this has gone, so I can see that a lot of you are cherry picking and getting what you want. Now, if you're wanting that one, you can see it's got the two different designs, and you've got the separate butterflies as well to add those in. £9.99 for those as well. But if you are wanting the lock mechanism, the lock and tag one, this is over 40% of this has gone. 11 dies in this collection. 416799 14.99. But also the journal is very busy too. So if you're wanting to put everything together, then you need this one. This is a Borderless Journal. A third of the stock of this one has gone as well. £19.99. 195,638 with this one. And again, you could use it as a card blank, card base. You've got that locking mechanism in there as well. So again, you've got the versatility to swap the pages. Use the large butterfly with it as well, because they will all slot together. So you've got those. So I'm just going to show you online as well a few extra little bits that we've got in a second or two. And we just want to show you those. Just bear with, we pull this up, but you can see how busy we are this afternoon. So thank you for staying with us. Thank you for all the emails and everything that we've had in as well today. It's been amazing. But just want to show you as well on this fantastic collection that Paola's brought to us, all the reviews that we have got on there. All 5-star reviews. How incredible is that?
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that.
Oh, they want more Miss P.
Oh, look.
But look at all those you'd be very, very proud, Paula. Everybody's left you 5-star reviews on your
goodness.
amazing
thank
range.
you so much. I had never checked those ones. Oh my goodness. It's going to make me a little bit emotional. Thank you so much. It means the world, because this is I have been designing dyes and products for the crafting industry for over 10 years. And definitely this is the one that I'm like the most proudest. That this is the one more that is more out there. And the fact that you have taken it, you know, to your crafty heart, that is incredible for me. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Right, I have die cut so you can see the beautiful double butterflies. So you have got them both sides, and I want to use it as a stencil. Now, if you have got the sprays, now is the time to bring those sprays in there. But also, it's the time to bring in your kind of beautiful distress inks or whatever inks you have. I'm going for pink and yellow. Nice. It's one of those color combinations that makes me happy. And it's funny because they are colors that I never thought that I would be so keen to. And then I kind of going in and just adding color wherever I think I need it. And I kind of going in. Sometimes I start with 3. It's like kind of 3 elements in here. And this time I'm going to go for elements of, it was here, and it was here. So this time I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to go in there. And then I'm going to bring it to the edge. And it doesn't matter if you go upwards either, because you can go that way. And then I'm going to bring my pinks in. And this is our Distress Oxides, but you can go for whatever inks that you can go.
And are they all on the website, Paula? Or the
they should be in there somewhere. These ones, they should be there. If not, they will be coming soon. You know, I know that it's one of those ones that you should
It could be out of stock, so just keep checking. Just keep checking on the website. But obviously, if you've got chalks and things like that, and different mediums, we've got those as well. But you could use spritzers, couldn't you?
Oh, the stray oxides pick and mix. That would be absolutely fabulous, because that would be absolutely better than these, because you can just spray into it.
Oh, wow. So just have a look on the website, put dioxide spritzers in there, and they should come up for you. Now, half the stock of the butterfly has gone. So again, like I say, we are very, very busy. And this is like, you know, an extra show that we've added in because we've had a few schedule changes, but you can see already we are very, very busy for this one as well. So make sure you add it in, but everybody loves a butterfly. It doesn't matter what age group you are. You can imagine, I'm thinking like kids' parties as well. You can make little headdresses for them and things like that. But also, if you've got a fantastic, say you've got a cake all in white and you cut some out in the large ones in white and just put 3 butterflies on it, it'd look incredible. It
will look incredible. And then the big reveal. So we have got the color one. So there it.
Whoa, look at
that. And I do love the fact that you can still use this one, because it's just kind of beautiful. But then we have got this one. And then what we can do is take our outer die in here. So then we can place it over there in the center, in here, and then secure it. So basically we're doing a 2-for-1, and then I'm going to place it onto my plates, and then place it there. So now is your time to bring your parchments. One other thing I was thinking, this would be absolutely stunning. Die cutting with, you know, Clarity's the designer parchment or Groovy. They have got these most beautiful parchments with colors and beautiful Chanel folds, and there are so many beautiful ones. And die cutting the outer one and then putting them into black.
Oh, wow.
And it will have light behind it as well. So you have got all those possibilities there.
Oh wow, Paula, 60% of the stock of this has now gone, so just bear that in mind. Or like yesterday, Paula was cutting parchment and things. You start adding in tiny little LED lights and add that magical touch to it as well. You've got that beautiful designer factor that you can now bring into this, take it to whatever level you want.
I did. Now, we want to make a journal page, right?
Yes.
So if we want to do journal pages, we can do it before or after. We can add the page in here, the spine, so that will kind of cut into that rectangle. So let me grab my
So it doesn't matter when you cut it then, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, the thing is, when you have got 2 butterflies at once, obviously we are talking about 500 GSM. So that's kind of really strong. And I'm putting it in parallel to the rollers and in the middle of the plate. So that's gonna need maybe 1 or 2 runs, or even 3, but that's fine. I prefer it like this because then I know they coincide in there.
So that's it. It's like trying to cut a knife through really thick bread. Sometimes you've got to you've really got to go out. And it's the same with your machine sometimes, because you've got those thick layers. You've got to imagine you've only got like 1 mil, you know, clearance for your dies, and we're trying to squeeze in like double the amount of cardstock. You haven't got the room, so sometimes you have to put it through twice. But do you know what? When you're going to get the effects that these dies are going to give you, you're going to do it. It's going to be worth it.
So see, I run it twice and it has die cut beautifully. So that's why I love so you can see the aperture there. So we have them there, so you can see. And then what you can do, for instance, in this case, we can turn them over. So we'll have this one in one side, that one in that side, and then so the die will score. It will score down the middle, so it will fall nicely in half. And then we are gonna do, you know, remember that the intricate flower that from the Geo Florals? So this one, I kind of pull all the bits in there, and that will fit perfectly in there. So I'm gonna, and this, for this, yes, you do need a little bit of glue in here. So I'm gonna put in there.
Well, that's it. These are now embellishments. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, you could decorate, but cut them out of acetate or glitter cardstock and different things, or like you've done, make your own inky backgrounds and then cut them out and things like that. But that black really makes these pop.
It does make them pop, doesn't it? So I just have got some that I have die cut of the smaller ones. So I kind of just bring them into here. So I kind of gonna place that one there, and I have got a couple more. So because I just wanted to show you how suddenly the black kind of brings them into life. The other thing that we have in this bundle is that I'm going to show you the other thing that you can do with the botanicals and the elements. So you have got this, I probably would layer one there, so to me. But there is one, you kind of bring the white ones, for instance, and the Geo Florals has the solid and then has got the intricate. So you could layer these ones to bring color.
Oh, wow.
Now, to glue them, the dye that I couldn't find before it, and it's one of those dyes that is just so incredible. I know it sounds bad for me to say it. It's this dye that looks very ugly. This is for the tag, lock-in tag dye. Okay. So this one is the last one. And this one is designed to die cut these round circles. So then you can bring in your magnets in here. So if we look at them, so you have got the leftovers. Let me show if I see.
But the locking tag is really, really busy as well. A lot of you are seeing the potential. Half the stock of this has gone. Just while Paola's just looking for that a second or two. Just wanted to sneak this one in and show you. 11 dies, $14.99. I personally like this one because you could give gift cards. It could be RSVPs. You've got all those details to use that collection with that. You've got those special like bits that will cut into it, and also that plain strip that you've got there. Paola was showing us yesterday. You can also then make your own little slots. So you could put little cards, extra vouchers and things like that into all your different projects and mini book albums as well. Could be a hidden photo, so you've got those too.
Indeed.
So yeah, really, really nice.
So die cut that die that I showed you out of foam sheets, 1 millimeter if you are using the thin magnums. Then you have got a die in here, which is a circle, and then you place your magnet in here, right? And then you can do it, well, for instance, if you have got a tag or something like this that has got already a magnet here, you can see there is a magnet inside it. I'm going to drop the magnet. It shows there. So I'll take this ring, lift it off, place it there. Then lift it off, and then use the circle die where I don't know where I put it here. I put it there. And then I'm going to put it in here. And that encapsulates the magnet. Oh, wow. So that it is in there. So I don't have to, it's not difficult. So for instance, in this case, in here, you can see that I hold it and the pages don't fall off. Oh, wow. Because they are hidden magnets in here. So they are in here, all hidden, and you cannot see them because they are hidden there. This one, for instance, that's not attached. That kind of attaches there because there is a magnet there.
That's brilliant.
If I wanted to, I could, you know, you can do them in so many different ways. So again, this is a way to kind of attach magnets without having to fiddle around. It has, but also at the same time, the centers of those holes, right, that you take it out and is the perfect center for these flowers.
Oh, wow.
So then you can die cut them and have the perfect dimension for here. And then of course this one is a little bit smaller. Oh, it's a bit smaller. But what about, let me see if I can find them because I have been using them so much. But look at these ones. There is the little ones in here. So those ones, then you can go in here and then you will go in there. So those ones are these holes in here and I cut it and that will go in there.
Genius. Absolutely genius.
And then, of course, there is the more. But if you want to do a recap, I will set for the next step of the demonstration.
But obviously, you can see with this collection, it's just going to grow and grow with you as well. Now, if you are wanting the super size large butterfly, like I say, the biggest one I've ever seen in the industry, but it shows you can stencil with this. You can make your own journals with this, your own decorations. I'm thinking if you did a wedding and things like that, these could actually, the butterflies, you could do it with like the skeleton, like that one. You could have them on sticks, if you cut them in gold mirror boards and things like that, and they could be on the tables. Over 2/3 of the stock of this is now gone, so again, a lot of you are not wanting to miss out. You know, with the collaboration that obviously, you know, Paola's going to bring in, this is how incredible it is. But look, this is what we're saying about all your different cardstocks, your different mediums, bring them in. Add that magic of this glorious butterfly. You've got the skeleton one side, and then you've got the beautiful florals, but you can flip it over and you can swap it. You can do that one. £28.99 for this one, 226,293 if you want in that one. Next one we've got for you is the butterfly hinge on this one. 60% of this one has now gone, but if you are wanting that fantastic hinge that's going to hold in all your different pages on the inside, just by sliding out the little key that sits on the inside is what adds the magic. Then you've got all the detail on the back with the hinges, but you imagine a little bit of gilding wax on those, like say the flowers that were being used before with Paola, you could overlay those too. Now if you're wanting this one, 904-551 999. Now the standard spine and hinge approaching 60%. Wow, we are busy. Honestly, if you haven't seen this concept before, it will blow your mind. So different to add those in. And you know, like we were saying before, you know, about the different elements that you've got, you can add them in the little cards on the front of here, and then you've got the different styles that are in there, and you can see how beautiful this will look too. So for this one, you're looking at 287,986, 1999 for that one. 10 dies in that collection as well with that one. Locking tag, over half, 50% of the stock of this one has gone to. So again, look at getting something like this before this goes to add the detail. All of these can be used as standalone dies, but bring them all together. That's when you've got the best suite of products for this one. 416,799, 14.99 for that one. You're looking at 11 dies. Now the Boundless Journal as well. This is fabulous. Over approaching 50%, did we say? 60%, I do apologise, 60% of the stock of this one. Again, you've got the different hinge in there, and you've got the different mechanisms. You've got the extra detail in there to make those work, but this is what we're talking about when you're doing these that look quirky. They're different. People are going to want to pick them up. They're going to be interested in looking what's inside. This could be for a dad or a brother or a partner, something special. Special photos on there to be able to add that little bit of magic on there too. And then like with these, you know, adventure. You could have gone out to the day to an adventure theme park. It could be a holiday or anything. Add in different coloured papers. It could be off a USB. It could be off a CD-ROM or something like that. But to have, if not your graphic 45s and things, you've got all the tags and the labels to add in. Remember with this one, 195,638, 1999. Now, if you are wanting the small hinge journal one, then we have got this one for you too. So again, it's all adding to the center of your books by adding that detail in there. And again, this one, just look, it just slides in and out. You've got that detail on there, and this one has actually got that little notch on there that fits on the top. So again, it stops it sliding all the way through. Paola's even thought about that if it slid all the way through, it would just come straight out. It's got that little notch to catch it, to stop it from it actually pulling out. So again, you have got that beautiful look in there. And the journals, you can make them any shape you want. They can be the big ones or the small ones. You can add in all the details and adding in all the pages that you want to really give you that detail. But it's nice because that folds in. Now, what we are going to do is go straight back to Paola, just
because
we want to see how this all
right.
works.
Shall I thought that I would show as well the pages, the boundless pages, because that is one of those ones that you can use it in so many different ways. So you can choose it whichever way you want it. I have got here some Spritz paper, which I absolutely love it. And then one of the things you need to think of, what spine you are going to use. Remember, both the butterfly and the traditional or the standard page in here has got exactly the same aperture, so they are all mixable. So I could go in with the one that comes in with the page,
okay,
but I can go as well with the glorious, and I love this one, the butterfly hinge as well, so there is that possibility. Or I can go in, if you have it in your baskets, or if you have it, you know, the other one that you could do is the one that is the standard hinge and a spine. And you know what, I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to mix and match different ones.
What did you use to make the background on that, Paola?
Oh, this one was Dilutions.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not going to use this one because it doesn't quite fit, and I want to have it the same colors, so I'm going to go with this one. Again, that might be a reason why you select a spine. Yeah, I use Dilutions sprays because I love the intensity of the colors. That to me is one of the best. You know,
so don't be scared. Just experiment and use lots of different colours.
Use, you know, Icing has got ones, Perlywing has got them, Distress inks. I mean, to be fair, I don't tend to. I have got a big bag, big drawer full of sprays, and I just grab the colours that work. But these ones were Dilutions, yeah. And then you are going to see one that I'm going to die cut in a second to show you how incredible it is. Now, this is how the whole boundless system is designed. It's not designed to, if you want to be very kind of methodical and do everything as it should, you can, but it's all about being a little bit random. It's all about having, like life, it's a little bit, you know, a little bit random.
I'm good at random. I'm really good at that. I'm just saying, I'm really good at random.
So sometimes that's what you need. So then we have the die cut and score lines. I know it's very faint, but we are going to fold it there that way, and then we are going to fold it. Just the paper, it automatically, even if you don't see it, it will want to be folded that way. So I'm going to just fold it this. There are extra lines, even so you can do a little bit of more of a bigger spine. If you have got a lot of pages, then this is when you want to have more of that sort of fold. It's up to you. And then the big page has cut into here, and then I'm going to put that aside. I'm making such a mess, it's ridiculous.
It's fine. You're proper crafting, as we call it. It's proper crafting this is. And we always say never trust a tidy crafter, because obviously, you know, that's what it's all about. You need to have everything out and make it all work.
Well, definitely you can trust me, because I'm a very messy crafter. You can see it has cut and scored. This is one of the reasons I wanted something really easy to do. You can score it that way, but then place it like this, and you can see how it's the same die, but we kind of just fold it into a different way. And you can choose where we can put those butterflies in here. And then I'm going to put the flowers now, or I'm going to put the butterfly. Oh, look at that. That looks well. And then I'm going to place them.
It reminds me a little bit of Chinese New Year.
It does,
you know, with the colours and everything, the vibrancy, or if you saw all the silks in the Orient and that kind of look, it's got all that beautiful look about it.
Look at this. So then we have got, and then I'm going to put this one in here, and then I'm kind of need to lock it, otherwise this page. So I have die cut previously this butterfly here. Now this die comes as well with the butterfly die separately, so we can layer them up. So for instance, if I wanted to bring with the leftovers, so for instance these leftovers here, if I wanted to bring those butterflies into it, I could just then take those dies and then place them over the top. But I'm not going to do that because I don't have the time.
So you can use every little scrap you've got.
Absolutely, every scrap. And then that is how the journal would work. However, I was thinking it would be nice to have this butterfly here, right? So you can do that. This is the beauty about it, that you can then create it. And then I go like, oh, that looks really nice. Then it looks impressive. But what about there is no color here? What about taking another of my spritzer papers And then I'm going to place my die, and this time I'm going to go straight away. And this one I did it intentionally, that I had the kind of the yellow in the middle and then the darker on the side, so I could place it, you know, kind of a butterfly colors in here. And then I'm going to press this. Now this is the time where you can go in and thinking, those beautiful butterflies, can I bring them in? And then bring them there, bring them here, and tape them to your card. So then you have got, and then those also those botanicals. Let me bring those botanicals as well.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm bringing everything in.
No,
but
it's fine, because it's like an elaborate meal that we're making here, and we're bringing in the starter, we're bringing in the mains, we're bringing in everything else to really give this fantastic collection on there as well. So you can add that little bit of detail on there. If you're wanting to get those, the details are on the screen for the botanical, beautiful designs there. So you will get the foliage one, and you'll get the beautiful flowers there that layer all together. You've got like that real daisy kind of style with that one, but very abstract. 405020 with that, 1698 with those ones. 24 dies. That's such a lot in there to be able to build with and add all on top of each other, just to give that detail. And like I say, if we just shall I show you a few of these? Look at this. Look how fabulous these are. You've got all those details that will come together, and you can layer them in, but if not, use them individually, and that will just give you that fabulous designer effect each and every time. This is actually a canvas, so if you've got a small canvas at home, you know, you could ink it, you could decorate it and add that in there as well. But look at these. So again, using them in a totally different way. I love that one with those vibrant, you know, daisies that are on there too. A little bit of stamping, a little bit of doodling on there too, and you can change the look of how these feel. So very, very fabulous with those. Like I say, if you are wanting those, there are the Geo Florals on there, 405020. Okay, so we're going to go back to Paola because we've not got that long left now. So now is the chance for you to make up your mind what you want from this collection.
I'm going to quickly die cut something else from the botanicals, because I kind of really like the botanicals to show a little bit, and I cannot find more black card.
There you go.
Here, there it is, the black card. So I'm going to place it there. I'm actually going to, you know, when you are running out of time and then you are kind of changing your mind and making yourself really kind of up against it. Up against it. I was like, this is not the time, you know.
You've got loads of time in your craft world. We will be fine. We will be fine.
Okay, good. So I'm going to run it through the die cutting machine, and then I'm going to show you on the other head how I'm going to, what I have die cut here. So you can see I put all the butterflies in here, so I can showcase them, because I never do. I always show everything else, but the butterflies are just so beautiful. And then you have got as well, so not only the butterflies, but we have also the Geo Flowers in here. So
but you imagine on a wall or a staircase, if you did lots of big butterflies, then the little ones in between.
Absolutely, a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Wow. That would be so beautiful. And the thing is, these dies, that was very important when I did the big butterfly, that it was just not just a page, it was, because that's why I moved the spine, I made it movable, which it was kind of against my principles, that at the beginning I wanted so much quicker. So it meant that if I make it removable, or you know, elect or removal, it wouldn't be as easy as using, or as quick and easy, but I want a versatility above everything else. So here we have, look at this beautiful butterfly in there. So then when we put this butterfly on top, look at that.
Wow, look at that. It's like it glows off the page. It's
incredible. It just kind of, it's magical, isn't it? With a little bit of that kind of, the ability to kind of cut there. So you can put them in here and there, or you could then make it into a page in here in the middle. It's up to you. So therefore, we have got all those pages. And remember, you don't have to commit to anything. No. Oh, I'm just going to have to do it this way because I just adore it. So I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to place that one in there. I'm going to place that one in in the middle.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to use the spine in here.
You're spoiling us now, Paula. You are really spoiling us with this one.
Well, I just love color, and I think with butterflies, when you bring in those colors and think about, again, I would say those beautiful designer parchment from Clarity. Think about die cutting the outer one with those ones, because it will imagine behind this the parchment or the rainbow ones or those ones. Imagine the lights behind it. Then we have got this element in here. Let's make sure. And then where is my locking key? Where is the locking key? Where I left it? It's gone flying away because it has got butterflies in there. Where is it gone? What is this?
But there's so many details.
Well, I have got one in here.
One?
Yeah, I've got one.
There we go.
There you go. It slides it in here. And then this is what we mean with those little butterflies. I could add this one there and there, or I can then use them as well for here. So for instance, now this one kind of disappears. So what about bringing the butterfly in here? So I'm going to place
So multi-purpose with these as well. So please
Absolutely.
don't think of these as it's just one die to do one thing. Again, everything blends together. It makes it seamlessly. The collection is just going to grow and grow. But you know, if you've got the best starting point, which you will have, with the pages, with the locking systems and everything else then will just grow with it. And it shows how it all intermixes. Now, if you actually got a flexi basket and you put everything in, you know you would have everything to make the most incredible cards, home decor, projects and everything else to really, you know, push you that little bit as well. Perhaps you've got into a little bit of rut with your crafting and you're thinking you want something new. Like I say, having these to make the cards, the mini book albums and things like that, it is going to make it easy now to have that luxury of that designer feel by having this. Yes, if you want to use the skeleton of the actual butterfly, you can do that, but then you've got the floral side, and as Paula's been showing you throughout, you can just keep layering and building. So how's that looking, Paula?
Well, I wanted to show you another way. I have used these ones also as locking keys, because you could then put them like this. So can you see that would work from the botanicals?
That threads in.
So that would thread in there as a locking key. But also you can decorate them and then intertwine them, and then intertwine. And then, can you see? Then that one has got the solid as well, so you can then bring that in underneath it. So you would have that kind of contrast there. So that kind of, I'm going to bring that in here.
Very fabulous. You're just using an everyday PVA glue
I'm using John Next Door's the Craft Artist one. I do really rave, but yeah, any you know, I do like this one, but you can whatever you have got at home. And then again, if you kind of thinking that needs more black, you can use the botanicals that are included with the Geo Flowers to add those elements in there.
That is amazing. Thank you, Paula, so much for letting us into your world, into your head,
Crazy
sharing
world.
your ideas and everything else, which is absolutely incredible in there as well. Because this will open up your world of being able to craft, and having the experience of Paula, all her designs, and pulling it together will just give you that creativity to take it to a different level each and every time. So like I say, we've got lots and lots of these. Please make sure that you do go to the website and you check out. This is the one show only. It's been specially changed because we had a show change to the schedule, and we brought this in as well today to make sure that we could bring it to you. I was fortunate enough yesterday to be part of it, but to have it today, it's been incredible. When are you back, Paula?
Well, I'm back presenting on Create and Craft on Wednesday and
there
on
we
Thursday.
go.
Yeah, and so it's, you never know. I mean, everything is, you know how it, but lovely to work with you, Dawn.
And to you. Thank you so much to Paula for this hour. It's been incredible. She's hugely talented, but next it's all happening.